At exactly the moment the internet thought the WNBA off-season had gone quiet, everything exploded. A single leaked screenshot, grainy, half-cropped, and allegedly pulled from a private front office group chat, detonated across social media like a controlled burn gone wrong. 4 words lit the fuse: Angel wants Indiana. Not rumored. Not speculated. Wants. And before anyone could breathe, a second message followed, even more dangerous: she wants to play with Caitlin. That's when the panic started. Phones rang in league offices. Agents allegedly went silent. A well-known insider deleted 3 tweets in under 60 seconds. Fans watched their timelines refresh in real time as conspiracy threads multiplied, rival fan bases melted down, and one name trended above every headline in sports. Angel Reese. Caitlin Clark. Same jersey. Same locker room. Same future. People swore it was impossible. They said the rivalry was too real, the tension too deep, the history too messy. And yet the leaks kept coming. A whispered voice memo claiming a green light from above. A supposed late-night meeting in Indianapolis no one can officially confirm. A source close to the situation saying, "This is bigger than basketball. This is about power." Then came the most chilling detail of all. According to someone who claims they were in the room, Angel didn't hesitate. She didn't negotiate. She didn't blink. She reportedly said one sentence that has the entire league shaking: "If they are building a dynasty, I want in." And once that sentence hit the group chats, there was no putting the fire out. It didn't start with a headline. It started with a whisper that slipped through the cracks of the internet at a time when only insomniacs were awake. A burner account with no profile picture posted a single sentence that felt radioactive: "Angel's already gone." No explanation. No follow-up. Just enough to make the right people panic. Within minutes, screenshots of alleged private messages began circulating. Front office chatter. Agent-to-agent DMs, half-blurred, poorly cropped, but devastatingly specific. Indiana. Fever. Caitlin. All mentioned together like it was the most natural thing in the world. Fans didn't believe it at first. They laughed. They called it bait. Then the second leak dropped. A supposed internal message claiming Angel Reese had stopped responding to Chicago's calls. Not delayed. Not busy. Silent. That's when the tone shifted from jokes to dread. Chicago insiders rushed to shut it down. They insisted nothing was wrong. They said Angel was focused. Locked in. Committed. But the words felt rehearsed, and the timing felt desperate. Because right as those denials went up, another rumor broke through like a wrecking ball. Someone claimed Angel had already told people close to her that she was done pretending. Done forcing chemistry. Done smiling for cameras while frustration boiled underneath. According to this leak, she didn't want reassurance. She wanted control. Then Caitlin Clark's name entered the chaos like a match dropped into gasoline. An alleged voice memo began spreading in fragments, distorted but still explosive. A voice, said to be connected to the situation, claimed Angel wasn't chasing a city or a paycheck. She was chasing a moment. And that moment had Caitlin at the center of it. The internet lost its mind. Old rivalry clips resurfaced instantly. Every stare. Every gesture. Every post-game quote was replayed in slow motion and analyzed like evidence in a courtroom. Fans argued over tone, over intent, over things neither player ever confirmed. The past was rewritten in real time. Then came the airport photo. It was grainy. Late night. Hood up. Head down. But the resemblance was impossible to ignore. Standing beside her was a man fans quickly identified as someone tied to the Fever organization. No official confirmation. No denial. Just silence. And silence screamed louder than any statement. Chicago fan pages erupted. Some felt betrayed. Others felt embarrassed. A few insisted it was all fake. But the damage had already been done. Because another leak followed, darker than the rest. A supposed internal Sky message claimed someone in the organization snapped behind closed doors, saying Angel had checked out weeks ago. Whether real or fabricated, it spread like truth. And once that idea took hold, everything else snapped into place. Social media turned into a battlefield. Fever fans celebrated like it was already official. Sky fans accused Angel of using the franchise as leverage. Neutral fans begged for calm, while secretly refreshing their feeds every 5 seconds. Angel's name trended alongside words that didn't belong in the same sentence: traitor, mastermind, villain, icon. And through all of it, Caitlin Clark said nothing. No tweets. No likes. No interviews. Her silence became its own story. Fans projected emotions onto her like blank canvas. Some swore she was furious. Others claimed she was thrilled. A supposed insider said she was aware and curious. Another said she was completely blindsided. Nobody knew the truth, and that uncertainty made everything worse. Then a well-known reporter liked a tweet suggesting Indiana had been quietly aggressive behind the scenes for weeks. The like disappeared almost immediately. Screenshots didn't. That single interaction sent fans spiraling into full conspiracy mode. People started connecting dots that may not have existed. An old Caitlin interview where she said she wanted dogs on her team suddenly felt loaded. A past Angel quote about wanting to change the game was reframed as foreshadowing. Everything became a clue. Late that night, a fake press-style email began circulating, allegedly outlining a private vision meeting between Angel and Indiana leadership. It read too clean. Too cinematic. But one line stuck in everyone's throat: this partnership would redefine women's basketball globally. Real or not, it terrified people. Because it sounded believable. Then came the first emotional crack. A Sky-affiliated account posted a cryptic message about loyalty and trust, then deleted it minutes later. Fans noticed. Screenshots spread. People started asking questions the organization didn't want to answer. Angel remained silent. That silence felt intentional. Another alleged message surfaced, this one claiming Angel had said she was tired of being framed as a problem instead of a weapon. That she was done shrinking herself to make situations comfortable. That she wanted to stand next to greatness, not against it. The rivalry narrative began to crumble. What if it was never hatred? What if it was competition twisted by cameras and commentary? What if the story everyone believed wasn't the story these two players were living? Then, just when the chaos felt maxed out, the most chilling leak of all appeared. A short message. Allegedly sent by Angel to someone she trusted. One sentence. No emojis. No explanation. They don't see it yet, but this is how legends are made. That line hit harder than anything before it. Because it didn't sound defensive. It didn't sound emotional. It sounded calculated. Fans froze. Was this about winning? Branding? Legacy? Or was it about something deeper, something personal that never made it to the cameras? As the night stretched into morning, one final rumor began to circulate in hushed tones. According to someone claiming direct knowledge, Caitlin Clark had finally spoken about it. Not publicly. Not on social media. Then the first, leaked confrontation story dropped. According to an anonymous account that claimed inside access, Angel had a tense exchange with someone from her current organization. Voices raised. Doors closed. A sentence allegedly thrown like a dagger: "You never planned to build around me." Whether fabricated or not, it spread because it fit the narrative people were already believing. Angel still didn't speak publicly. That silence was starting to feel loud on purpose. Then came the branding angle, and that's where everything got uncomfortable. A supposed insider claimed this wasn't just basketball. It was empire building. Two of the most visible players in the sport. One lightning rod. One ratings magnet. Together. On the same team. In the same market. People started whispering the word dynasty like it was forbidden. At the same time, critics pushed back hard. Former players jumped into the discourse, warning about chemistry, about ego, about pressure. Others clapped back, saying greatness has never been comfortable. Twitter turned into a war zone, with every take spawning 10 more. Then a short video clip went viral. It was old. Almost forgettable. Caitlyn and Angel crossing paths post-game, exchanging a look that lasted half a second too long. Fans slowed it down. Zoomed in. Added captions. Claimed it was respect. Claimed it was rivalry. Claimed it was foreshadowing. The clip hit millions of views overnight. Behind the scenes, the leaks grew darker. One claimed Angel felt painted into a corner in Chicago. Another claimed she believed the narrative around her had been weaponized. Another insisted she wanted to rewrite her story on her own terms, not through highlight edits and hot takes. Then came the alleged group chat screenshot that pushed everything over the edge. It showed a conversation between unnamed individuals, one line circled in red: "If she goes to Indiana, there's no walking this back." That sentence haunted fans. Because it wasn't excitement. It was fear. Caitlyn Clark's camp allegedly noticed the chaos and didn't shut it down. According to whispers, they let it breathe. Let the conversation happen. Let the idea marinate. Because once fans start imagining something, stopping it becomes impossible. Then a fake but convincing leak claimed a jersey mock-up existed. Black. Red. Two names. Side by side. The image was never proven real, but that didn't matter. It spread faster than any stat ever could. Comment sections filled with people saying the same thing in different ways. If this happens, the league changes forever. Chicago fans began turning on each other. Some blamed management. Some blamed Angel. Some blamed the media. Old wounds reopened. Missed opportunities were dragged back into the light. The trust felt broken, even if nothing official had happened yet. Then came the emotional breakdown rumor. An account claimed Angel had been overwhelmed by the noise. That she felt trapped between loyalty and destiny. That she cried during a late-night call with someone she trusted. The same account claimed she said, "I just want to be somewhere they want all of me." That line destroyed people. Sympathy surged. Anger softened. Even critics paused. Caitlyn's silence continued, but a new detail emerged. Someone alleged she told a close circle, "If it's right, it's right." No confirmation. No denial. Just enough to keep the fire alive. Then the league itself allegedly got involved. Whispers suggested executives were nervous. That they saw the marketing upside, but feared the backlash. That they worried about precedent. About power shifting too fast. About one move overshadowing everything else. And yet, the leaks didn't stop. A final message from an unnamed insider claimed negotiations weren't about money. They were about vision. About control. About whether two megastars could coexist without either shrinking. The internet split again. Some said it would implode. Others said it would elevate everything. But everyone agreed on one thing. If Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark ever shared a floor, nothing would be the same again. And just when fans thought they'd seen the peak of the chaos, one last rumor surfaced late into the night. According to someone claiming direct knowledge, Chicago had made a last-ditch move. An offer. A promise. A plea to keep Angel where she was. The only question left was whether it came too late. Because behind closed doors, a decision was allegedly already forming. And once that decision became real, there would be no undoing the fallout. By the time the alleged last-ditch offer surfaced, the damage was already irreversible. According to whispers that spread faster than any official statement ever could, Chicago didn't just make a pitch. They begged. Promises were supposedly thrown around like lifelines. Roster changes. New voices. A reimagined future built entirely around Angel. The kind of offer that only appears when fear has fully set in. But insiders claimed Angel didn't respond right away. That pause was everything. Because silence, at that stage, wasn't uncertainty. It was leverage. A new leak claimed Angel asked one brutal question during a private call: why now? No one could answer it without admitting the truth. That the urgency didn't come from belief. It came from the threat of losing her. Meanwhile, Indiana's side allegedly stayed calm. No public courting. No messy leaks. Just quiet confidence. The kind that suggests you already know the ending. One source claimed the Fever believed the chaos was proof of concept. That if the idea alone could break the internet, imagine the reality. Social media crossed into full hysteria. A fake countdown graphic went viral before being debunked. Then reposted anyway. Spaces filled with thousands of fans yelling over each other, dissecting rumors like forensic analysts. Every hour brought a new confirmation and an immediate denial. Truth stopped mattering. Momentum took over. Then the most explosive claim yet surfaced. According to an account that had predicted earlier leaks with unsettling accuracy, Angel and Caitlin had spoken directly. No intermediaries. No executives. Just honesty. The details were vague, but one line attributed to that conversation spread everywhere: we don't have to like each other's past to build something bigger. That sentence rewired the narrative overnight. Suddenly, the rivalry wasn't an obstacle. It was fuel. Critics panicked. Former players warned about egos clashing. Pundits predicted locker room implosions. But younger fans didn't care. They saw dominance. They saw ratings. They saw a moment too big to resist. Then came the alleged recording. No one could verify it. No one could fully debunk it. A distorted clip claiming to capture a heated front office discussion. A voice said, "If this goes through, we lose control of the story." Another voice responded, "The story already left us behind." That audio broke people. Because it suggested something terrifying. That the players, not the organizations, were steering the future now. Chicago's fanbase fractured completely. Some turned on management with fury. Others turned on Angel with heartbreak. A few held onto denial, insisting nothing had been signed, nothing was official. But hope was thinning by the hour. Angel finally posted. Not a statement. Not a clarification. Just a single image. A black screen. White text. Bet on yourself. No tags. No explanation. Indiana fans erupted like it was a confirmation. Sponsors called. Executives panicked. Marketing teams dreamed. Everyone saw the same thing from different angles. Risk. Reward. Revolution. Then, according to the final wave of leaks, the decision was made. Not announced. Not signed on paper yet. But chosen. One insider claimed Angel told her inner circle she was done negotiating her worth. Done asking for space. Done shrinking to fit narratives built without her. She was ready to step into the loudest arena possible and dare the world to deal with it. Another claimed Caitlyn believed the backlash would be brutal but temporary. That winning would quiet everything. That history favors those who lean into chaos instead of running from it. The final rumor of the night hit like a hammer. A source alleged the Fever had already mapped out the rollout. Timing. Messaging. Visuals. A reveal designed not just to announce a move, but to announce an era. The kind of moment that splits timelines into before and after. Chicago, reportedly, was informed hours later. No confirmation. No comment. Just stunned silence. Fans refreshed. Waited. Argued. Cried. Celebrated. All at once. And hovering over everything was one undeniable truth. Whether this deal ever becomes official or not, the idea has already changed the league. The power shifted the moment Angel Reese decided she could choose her future. It shifted again when Caitlin Clark didn't shut the door. If this happens, it won't just be a roster move. It will be a reckoning. And if it doesn't happen, the fallout might be even worse. Because once fans see what's possible, you can't unsee it. You can't put that fire back in the bottle. The only thing left now is the announcement. And when it comes, nothing will sound louder than the silence right before it. If you're still here right now, understand this clearly. You're witnessing the birth of a moment people will pretend they saw coming, but only a few actually lived through in real time. This is one of those stories that splits timelines. Before it breaks. After it breaks. And when it finally becomes official, everyone is going to rush to rewrite their reactions, delete their old takes, and act like they always understood the magnitude of what was happening. Don't be one of the people watching from the outside later. Because whether this move happens tomorrow, next week, or detonates when nobody expects it, the fallout is inevitable. The debates. The meltdowns. The receipts. The vindication. The chaos is only getting louder from here. And the only way to stay ahead of it is to be part of the conversation, while it's still dangerous to talk about. So hit like right now if you felt even a flicker of shock reading this. Drop a comment and say where you stand before the narrative flips. Are you ready for this era, or are you bracing for the implosion? Say it with your chest while it still matters. And subscribe immediately, because when the next leak drops, when the silence breaks, when someone finally says the quiet part out loud, you don't want to be catching up after the fact. You want to be here when it hits, when it's raw, when it's unfiltered, and when everyone else is scrambling to react. This story isn't cooling down. It's counting down. And you either stay locked in, or you miss the moment everyone will talk about forever.